Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. To Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns 9.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the option, running right. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Here's Watson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st down, Felton. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 10-yard gain. It's 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 101 yards rushing for him. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On second down, this is Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And the ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On the draw, it's Harris. Trucks over it.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 131 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They stay on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And here's Taylor on the return.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Chubb on the counter. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They pitch it to Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And some space here. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 191 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Harris is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a...
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
After the interception, here's Watson. This one caught left side by Cooper. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 37 yards. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jeff Smith, 87 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. Their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Here's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 75 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and goal. Watson dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, York on now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense. That